Hey, how you doing? This is Pastor Jake of Kingston NY. I hope everybody's doing well. I just wanted to make an announcement in a devotional. What we're going to start doing here, I think, is we're going to have the sermon on Sunday. And I know if you're anything like me, sometimes I'd go to church on Sunday and I'd hear the sermon and it would have some impact on my life. But by the time Sunday night came, and certainly Monday morning and into Tuesday and the week, I kind of forgotten about some of the stuff that was so clear to my heart on Sunday morning. And so I figured what we can do is, and try this out for a little while, see how it works. What I'll do is on Sunday morning we'll have the sermon, and then throughout the week we'll do four small devotionals that are kind of from that sermon. Of course, when you do sermon prep, you gain all this information, all this stuff that you can't use in the sermon. And so I figured, I don't put that out with some of the devotionals throughout the week, and maybe that'll help kind of engage us all week long on the sermon that we heard on Sunday. So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to do the devotionals from Tuesday to Friday. So it'll be 4 devotionals Tuesday to Friday, because I usually try to take Mondays off. That's usually the goal. If I can take Mondays off, then we're doing good. So we'll do Tuesday to Friday, small, short devotionals, just kind of piggybacking off of the sermon on Sunday. So this past Sunday, we looked at Mark chapter 6, verses 7 through 13. This is a chapter or this is a passage where he gathers his disciples and then sends them out 2 by 2. And we talked about, on Sunday, the sermon was about what gives you the right, under what authority do you have to proclaim the gospel? And we looked at how we're really under the authority of the one who has all authority, God. God is the one who has given us authority, given us the charge, the command, the commission to preach the gospel, to proclaim the gospel to not only our communities, but to the ends of the earth. And so there should be some encouragement in that. And we kind of looked at what it was like to then walk out in that authority. So I'm going to have a link to the sermon in the description, and I encourage you to take a look at the sermon. If you didn't see the sermon, I don't think you'll be lost with these devotionals, but certainly it'll be helpful if you have watched the sermon. And also make sure that you like our Facebook page. If you're seeing this and you haven't liked our Facebook page, please just take a second and like our Facebook page. Some of our videos are boosted and people are able to see it outside of the people who have liked our Facebook page, but a lot of them aren't. And by liking the page, it's an opportunity for you to just kind of keep up to date with the videos that we post. And the same thing, if you're on YouTube watching this, please like the video if it's encouraging to you or edifying to you, and subscribe to our channel. This way you don't miss any of our videos. So the first thing that I was thinking about was, when we talk about world missions or even just in a community structure, it can seem overwhelming. We know that the church is the one that's called to go out and step out into the community, but as individuals, we certainly play a role in that, being that a church is really the collection of believers and followers of Christ. And so it can be overwhelming to think about the community and the problems, and how can just one person or just one family really put a dent in that. And I'd like to encourage us to not think in terms so much in our own personal efforts as the entire community or certainly the entire world, but just that one. Who's that one family or that one person that you can really just, you think God's put them in your life and on your heart? Maybe there's somebody just going through a lot of struggle and a lot of difficulty. Who's that one person that you could just bless this year? Who's that one person you could just pour into all year long, or that one family that you can pour into all year long? This is the way Jesus puts it. In Matthew chapter 18, verses 12 through 14, he says, "What do you think? If a man has 100 sheep and one of them has gone astray, does he not leave the 99 in the mountains and go in and search of the one that went astray? And if he finds it, truly, I say to you, he rejoices over it more than the 99 who never went astray. So it is not the will of the Father in heaven that any of these little ones should perish. See, God hasn't put the entire community on your heart or in your realm of influence. Chances are that isn't the case. I mean, for some people, certainly, some people have massive realms of influence, but for most of us, there really isn't this massive realm of influence that we've been entrusted with. It really usually is just one or two people or families. And I know that if you're watching this video, there is somebody that you can think of. If you just stop and think, there's somebody that you can bless this year. So let's take this in bite-sized pieces. This is how Jesus gives it to us. He talks about that one. And we know his heart for the one. We know this heart for the one because it's our own story. We all have our own grace story. And the great lengths Christ went through orchestrating circumstances and people to save us. And we see him demonstrate that in this. And then I think of when he goes across the lake after an exhausting ministry effort. He's exhausted. He's sleeping in the boat, and they're going across the lake in this massive storm. All of these things happen. He gets over there, and it turns out he was only doing all of that for one person. He saved that one person and then turned around and went right back to Capernaum. He didn't stop at any cost to save just one person. So who's that one person? That's the point of this small video devotion here. Who's that one person that we can be praying about and thinking about and trying to bless this year? So I hope that's edifying to you. Please remember to like our Facebook page and our videos and all that. And leave us a comment. Certainly reach out and contact us. If there's anything we could be praying for you, if there's any way that we can be blessing you, please let us know. We're always willing to serve in any way that we can, but we need to know. We need to know the needs of our community. No, we cannot distribute the shots, the vaccine shot. That seems to be what the only thing people want right now. But we can't do that. But there's other ways we can pray for you and serve. Please let us know. Thanks.